Hi guys, welcome back to the BMW Guy channel, and today we've got a video on our X3 and we're going to be doing a 4K tour of the car. It's just going to be sort of an overview of the entire thing. Unfortunately I haven't had a chance to watch it, and I think the 4K is going to definitely highlight that fact. Yeah, so this is our 2019 G01 X3. We've had it nearly 6 months now, and it's got just over 6,000 miles on it, so it's a very well driven car. It's used for mainly motorway journeys, long trips that we do, so it's quite a cool car, and it's, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what sort of a nice package it is. So as you can see, it's not sort of a M Sport one with 21-inch wheels or anything, but in my opinion the X3s I think actually look better with these sorts of wheels. I'm sort of a function over form type guy, so I think an SUV with 21 wheels is just stupid in my opinion, but obviously, yeah, we all have our same opinions. So let's get into the tour. So we have our key here, and as you can see, it's sort of the latest BMW generation key. Quite nice. It's very light actually compared to the E87 key, which is quite interesting. I don't know whether they made them cheaper, but yeah, we've obviously got our emergency key that we can just activate, sort of remove by pressing this button and pulling. We've also got this on this car is the sort of, well, it's the keyless entry and stuff. So I'm going to put this key in my pocket, and then as you can see, the car is locked because the mirrors are folded in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to touch here, and there you can see it's opened. I'm not going to go in just yet because I want to show you guys the sort of the exterior as much as possible. So as you can see, now it's sort of unlocked. We've got our sort of welcome lights, I talk about on the 87 a lot. We've got our twin pipes at the back, which I think look quite cool. And as you can see, this is a xDrive 20D, so it's nothing mental. It's about 190 brake horsepower, and we've got 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds on this through the HP ZF box. So it's a nice little package and moves well for a vehicle of its size. We've also got our electric tailgates, so I will just demonstrate that now using the key. As you can see here, please don't hit anything on the way up. Yep. So we've got quite a nice large area and a removable load cover as well, which is quite good. So this can actually be stored on the floor underneath there in that slot. Oh, that's gone well, isn't it? And we've also got a nice bit of underfloor storage here. Obviously used to be where spare wheels and stuff went, but we don't actually run spare wheels on any cars nowadays. So yeah, so let's take a look in the interior. As you can see, we've got this sort of nice light headlining, which is something I prefer on SUVs because it just makes them lighter. In my 1 Series, the 87, it does feel quite dark in there sometimes, so it can be quite nice to have a lighter interior. Also, we've got our sort of, it's a sensor underneath that will open the boot as well. So if you've got big items, you can wave your foot underneath and it will open the boot automatically for you. But yeah, we'll just take a look at the back. Oh, helpful actually unlocked the back doors. When you comfort open, it only does it on the front. So yeah, as we take a look in the back, we'll just move some of the crap out. We've got a nice leather here. This is sort of the standard Napa leather. We've got the climate control controls, if that is such a thing. We've got a few little pouches here, but what I like about these is that we've actually got reclinability on the back seats. So if you just pull this handle, it feels like you're going to break it. You might have just heard it moves. It's quite difficult to do it with one hand, but I'll assure you they recline by about that much, which does actually make quite a bit of difference. And as you can see, we've got a nice lighting, ambient lighting there. In terms of leg room, it's very good. We've got a nice sort of, I'm quite tall anyway, and this car's set up for someone who's quite tall, but the benefit is that if we recline here, as you can see, we've reclined a fair bit, and it just makes it sort of removes the issue with leg room. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, and as you can see here, we've got a nice ambient lighting, and actually this gives you quite a good view of what the driver's and passenger's cockpit looks like, and as you can see, it's quite a nicely finished piece. We've got piano black here, which is actually scratching slightly, and as you can see, we've got the automatic gearbox here with the sort of the new BMW style center console, with the sport and Eco Pro and everything like that. We've got the hill descent control and parking distance control. We've got our iDrive system. We've only gone for the small screen because how often do you really use it? That's you sort of just set your music on it and that's it. And as you can see, we've got our sort of digital dashboard, which is one of the coolest parts that I'll show you. We've got a multifunction steering wheel, nice pedals behind it. It's got all the cruise control and everything like that on it. It hasn't got the radar cruise control, but it does have a system which will stop you crashing into a car in front of you, basically at low speed, which is always quite useful. I've got a decent centre console, but I'll move around into the front of the car now and show you guys that. So there we are. As you come in, be better with the dashboard starts to light up. Obviously we've got keyless start, so I'll just put my foot on the brake and start the car up, and as you can see, it sort of comes to life. And yeah, it's pretty standard sort of new BMW. It's just everything's, compared to the 87, everything's just a bit better placed, a bit more well laid out, and obviously you've got the iDrive scheme, which you don't have on that car. But these dials I want to sort of draw your attention to. So it may, hang on, if I just feed you, it may be difficult to see, but actually these needles are underneath the surface. So look, this is sort of a screen here, and these needles are underneath the surface, which is actually quite cool. So yeah, as you can see, we're averaging 46,000 miles, sorry, 46 miles per gallon. Don't know why I said 46,000 miles. And we've just done just over 6,000 miles. So yeah, in terms of steering wheel, obviously quite nicely BMW. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's just a quick tour, 4K tour of our G01 BMW X3. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.